have your identification ready for surveillance in case asked. You've got nothing to hide, you've got nothing to worry about. Keep on doing as you're told, and everything will be fine. Especially if you get Virgin Media, which is the only way to keep up with the propaganda that Virgin are spreading. Alternatively, you can get Sky, and you can get their version of the propaganda that they're spreading, that's turned the people into mindless, obedient sheep. Now, when the agents of the Matrix come, firstly we must tell them that we love them. Agents of the Matrix, we love you. Hold on a second. Agent of the Matrix is now approaching man with a camera. Please don't tell me you told him he's not allowed to film. Guys, you're not allowed to use your phones around here, apparently. No, I don't know. Is that what he said? Yeah, he said that's hilarious. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I love you. Just want to tell you I love you, even if you try and tell me what to do. I don't like that. I don't like being told what to do. I have to admit, it's a thing I haven't really sorted out yet from my childhood. I still really don't like it, especially when somebody has no right to tell you what to do. I really don't like that, brother. I mean, just because you've got a black suit on and a black tie means nothing to me. It means that you've just got a kind of fancy dress on. Do you know what I mean? But we've all got fancy dress on to some extent. You know, what I'm wearing is kind of fancy dress. If you look at it from his point of view, probably, don't you? You probably think this is fancy dress. Maybe not so fancy schmancy, all right? Not as fancy schmancy as a black. Notice the wearing of black by security to make you feel all frightened of them, to make you feel like they have authority, when in fact they have no authority any more than this man here has authority over me. And I like him, he's okay, but if he told me to stop doing what I'm doing, I'd look at him as if he was crazy. The same way as I'd look at the man with the black suit, I think to some extent is a little bit misguided, shall we say. Maybe crazy is a bit harsh. And he's been told, for example, that this is private property, but this is not private property, rubbish. There's loads of people here. Anyway, so it's all very interesting. Now we've got the head of security here. We've got the head of security. Something is going to, it's been escalated. I just wanted to tell the head of security and you other two guys that I love you unconditionally, even if you call the police. I do love you unconditionally, even if you call the police. I do think, though, if you do call the police, it's much better for my YouTube channel views. Whenever we put the word police in our YouTube thing, we get 10 times as many people. So if you could hurry up and call the police, because my cameraman has to go quite shortly. Anyway, so here we are in a supposedly private space, yeah, which is basically a kind of mini asylum. This is, I would call this place a mini asylum where people are kind of pretty much lost. Hello.
Me everywhere, don't you?
I'm alright, how are you doing? You behaving yourself? You're not meant to be behaving yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, the idea that you should be behaving yourselves is the biggest, nastiest lie they taught you in your brainwashing at school. That's rubbish. Doing as you're told and doing what everyone else does is really a bit silly, isn't it? I mean, you're only here for 90 years. What's the point of doing what everyone else does? What's the point of going into Tiger and buying crap that a bunch of
You're a load of old rubbish.
Okay, we have the first heckle of the day, not a very intellectual heckle.
I just got
You're not
something
heckler?
about you. No.
Would you like to borrow the megaphone?
I'd love to borrow the megaphone.
Okay, go for it.
I'll hold it.
Without the police in our society, it would be a sorry state.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Anything else?
No, that's enough.
That's enough?
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you. So you're a big fan of the police?
Pardon?
You're a big fan of the police?
Oh, no.
I mean, I must admit, I did like Walking on the Moon. Do you like that one? Well, actually, I did like Sting's one. He did one years ago.
We can't get the doors widened so he can get his head through them.
Oh, okay. So we got a bit of humour, but not very nice humour, kind of. Okay, let's unpack that, sir. Let's unpack that. Okay, so let's say I've got an ego problem, right?
An ego problem.
Okay, let's say I've got an ego problem.
You're an egotistical prat.
I'm an egotistical prat. Would you like to say that in the?
He is an egotistical prat. Don't listen to him, because he's a pranny.
A pranny. I'm a pranny and a prat, apparently. Okay, so.
You've got a bloody big head.
I've got a big head?
Fucking big head.
Yeah, I know. It's Anything else?
Oh no.
I just wanted to tell you that I love you. I love you. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to introduce this next actor in the show. This is actually my dad. This man is actually my dad, and it's basically because of him that I've ended up having to come out here and get all this attention. But I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. I love you anyway. I don't mind you did this all the way through my childhood. He was doing this.
You and tear me collar, you prick.
What's that?
I'd fucking disown you and tear me collar like the Jews did you and my son.
You turn my collar like who?
Oh, you don't know nothing. You are a fucking pranny, aren't you?
Yeah, I love you anyway, Dad. I love you anyway.
And I don't like people like you because you cause disorder and problems in an otherwise safe society.
I cause disorder and problems in an otherwise safe society. Is that right? My goodness, wow. Project the anger, project it, let it all out. It's all right, I can take it. Take it out. What else do you feel angry about? What else have I done?
You would have
so
a
far
revolution in this place and you can't have that here.
Oh, you'd have a revolution? You
would,
can't
yeah.
have one?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid you cannot have a revolution. This is because, what's your name?
Because if
Dad?
you did...
Dad said so.
You could
Obviously,
be
I would know
you'd
if
be
he was
going
my dad, I'd know his name.
backwards.
What's that?
You would be going backwards if you had a revolution. We're supposed to be going forwards with time, not going backwards.
So if we were to have a revolution, ladies and gentlemen, apparently we'd be going backwards. Have you been a political commentator for a long time?
Eh?
How long have you been a political commentator?
Since I fucking met you, you granny.
Now that was not a bad lie. That was not a bad lie. Yes, although when you think about that, I think it's probably true since you met me, which means you've been a political commentator for about 3 minutes, which is kind of evident in your rather, shall we say, simplistic suggestion that if we were to have a revolution, whatever that is, that we'd be going backwards, my friend. And I'm not quite sure what going forwards means from here on, sir. What? Sorry, I can't hear you. You need a megaphone, my friend. I think you do. I think you do. I think if I had a spare one, you'd probably borrow it and come along with me on my travels.
Do you need a megaphone? It's very distracting. You can actually just talk to people. You don't need a megaphone.
Okay, so we now have the this next gentleman here who's apparently suggesting that I don't need a megaphone. Do you often go up to strangers and tell them what they need and don't need? I mean, seriously.
Son, you've got a megaphone.
Yes, why have I got a
Why
megaphone?
doesn't anybody here have a megaphone?
That's a very good question. Why does nobody have a megaphone? Let's start with this chap here. Why do you not have a megaphone?
I don't need one.
You don't need one? What about you? You haven't bought one yet? Excellent. What about security man? Why don't you have a megaphone? Security man, why do you not have a megaphone? What?
Because he's fucking sensible, that's why he ain't got a megaphone.
Do you know what? I'm going to introduce you to my wife. You two would really see eye to eye. Do you know what I mean?
No, fuck that, one wife's enough.
One wife's enough. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't meaning to marry you. I just meant to kind of...
Everybody else to your wife, don't introduce...
What's that? Say it again? What was that?
I said you introduce everybody else.
I introduce everybody else to my wife. Don't introduce me as well. Now we're getting a bit schoolboy playgroundy, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? You're not doing yourself no favours here in the political commentator arena. Politics is crap, I don't know. But anyway, where were we? That's right, we were trying to find out why has nobody here got a megaphone. I'd like to ask the lady, why have you not got a megaphone?
No one's ever given me one.
No one's ever given you one. Well, this is your chance, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first opportunity for Faye to tell you what she thinks. Here we go. Give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the megaphone.
I wholeheartedly believe in revolution. I think we need change. I think people need to realise that the mass is the power, not the people in control of us all. It's a small majority people. We are the people. We should fight for our right, for what's right. We should.
A ringer.
Oh, hold on a second. Now we got some great... Well done. Fantastic. Especially your, ladies and gentlemen, debut in the face of Mr. Angry here. And she still did it. Excellent. And apparently she's been called a ringer. What's that? Can you tell us what a ringer is? Oh, I set her up. Actually, you are right. Come on, let's show. Come on, I'll show you. You're absolutely right. Look, watch.
Give me a hug.
No. I believe it. I believe it. I do.
No, sure, actually, you're absolutely right. She's getting 50 quid for this. She doesn't believe any of it. She doesn't believe there should be a revolution. A revolution, according to this man, is going to take us backwards. But let me ask you something. Yeah, you really like the police. Is your thing? Yeah, the police. No, you don't like the police. So why did you come up to me and get so upset about what I was saying? They're there for a reason. What's the reason the police are there for?
people and their property.
To protect people and their property. Which people are they protecting? Eh? Which people are they here to protect?
Anybody that needs help.
Anybody that needs help, really? What about the poor people that are getting evicted from their houses? That are getting evicted from their houses?
There's so much crap, you know, when I was taken away because I was...
Okay, hold on a second. Do you...
Right.
Go on, borrow the megaphone. Yeah, go on.
It's the truth of this, right? When I was a little boy, I was taken away and bunged into children's homes because I was starving. Since then, after going through many children's homes, through paedophiles and God knows what else, I know that the society we live in now is going to be a decent society, and we should enjoy this society.
Okay. And at this stage in the presentation, I'd like to say a big thank you for that particular piece. Now I kind of feel slightly at loss as what to say, which is always a good thing. And I'd like to offer anybody here the chance to come and get a leaflet. I've got a couple of them in my bike. And in the meantime, I'm just going to invite you to also just meditate with me just for a minute, just to be here in the space, see what's going on inside of you right now. Close your eyes just for a minute. Some nice conscious breaths. When you breathe in, just breathe in and realise and remember we're all in this mess together, even that bloke over there. Right? And when you breathe out, I want you to breathe out as you've just had an orgasm, right? Oh, like that, right? Just do that for a minute and see how you feel.
I like about the orgasm, pal.
What's going on?
Okay, so I'm back on the megaphone. It's been very nice, by the way, being here, and also always nice to see people go away. You know what I mean? Because I rely on the majority of people not getting what I'm doing, because if I affected too many people, I'd probably have my head chopped off. What did you want to know?
I want to know what are you up to? What's going on?
What am I up to? What do you think I'm up to?
Well, I don't know. Like, hopefully, trying to address some issues that need to be addressed. You were talking about surveillance. Well, I thought you were talking about surveillance.
I talk about lots of things, yeah.
Well, let's get
all that sort of thing.
Let's get on with it. I want to hear it. I want to hear all about it.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'll have the leaflet.
Pleasure.
I think I met your other half across the road, did I?
No, it's probably me.
On a bicycle with a big bike with a poster.
Oh no, only he's not my other half. I just saw him before.
Nothing to do with
No,
you.
but well, not nothing to do with me. You know, I kind of agree with the sentiments of what he had, what he's saying.
I thought you were saying-